for some unknown reason, when I'm filming, my phone, the camera, like, I don't know, it struggles for some reason. And so whenever I'm in my car, it like flips the camera upside down. And I check it beforehand and I'm like, oh, the camera's good. But then it flips the camera upside down. So then when I edit my videos, when I like import everything in, it's upside down. So then I have to like rotate everything back to like 180 degrees. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. It's not really like a big deal. It just fucking kind of pisses me off sometimes. So I'm like, dude, what the hell? Why? But anyways, today is back and biceps. So yeah, looking forward to it. It's today was like the last day of my classes for finals. So I've got like, my last day was today, and then I'll roll into, I think it's like finals week is next week. And it happens every single finals week. Like without skipping a beat. I don't know what it is. But like that last day of classes, I will just have the most like brain splitting headache for like either the week of finals or the week before finals. And it will put me on my ass. Like last night, I was getting ready to go to bed and I was like, oh my God, like I was dying. I was fighting for my life. And then I woke up today feeling decent. You know, took a little bit of some pre-workout and I'm feeling great. So maybe the trick to migraines is just taking 400 milligrams of caffeine. Just downing it. Just downing it into your system. Yeah. Everyone's like, oh, caffeine's so bad for you. Caffeine's so bad for you. Why is it that when I go to take caffeine and when I go to take pre-workout, I'm sweating with excitement, dude. I'm just shaking. And the minute that pre-workout touches my lips, dude, it goes away. I'm just kidding. That means you're addicted. And that's not good. And I have not hit that point yet. I try to limit my caffeine intake. So, like, I don't have tons of energy drinks throughout the day. I actually try not to have energy drinks. So the only caffeine I take is my pre-workout. And I'm on a high stim pre-workout right now, and I don't love it, but pre-workout's expensive, so I've got to finish my pre-workout. So I think as soon as I'm done with that, I'm either going to swap to a low stim or just a lower caffeine intake. Because it's not even the caffeine that I like from the pre-workout. It's the beta-alanine and the stuff like that, and that like focus that makes me take pre-workout, makes me feel locked in. So I feel like if I just swap that, because I don't necessarily need the caffeine intake. I don't know. But I have 2 pre-workouts right now, and if I take one, I feel fine. But if I take the other one after I work out, I feel like nauseous for some reason. So, and I don't know what it is, and I haven't really like looked at the ingredients specifically to see which is which. But I know the one that I feel fine on has a higher caffeine content, so it's not that. So, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I don't really know where this tangent even came from. But, that being said, we have back and biceps. So, which is really, out of all of my areas, I feel like back and biceps is where I'm most lacking, if anything. Which I feel like is kind of unique because I feel like a lot of people focus back and biceps, and it's only been really recently that I've been hitting high intensity with my back and bicep lifts. So yeah, so the plan is try and have some high intensity. I'm gonna try and get a really good pump going, especially with my biceps. I've been really lacking with arms, so I have to focus that area a lot. And same with like that middle lat area, and down to my insertion on my lats. So I've been incorporating, there's this cool little handle, I'll see if it's there, but I've been doing single arm lat pull downs with this like little handle. It like your hand sits in it so you don't lose your grip strength, and you can really like extend it all the way down, and you can feel the stretch right on where your lats insert. And I've really been liking that one because it feels like your lats are gonna like peel off the bone. Like if you have some baby back ribs, some nice solid baby back ribs, and they just fall right off the bone, that's what my lats feel like. That's what I feel like you should shoot for in a workout, is if you can just like take a little skinning knife, and like if you ever like skinned a deer and you can just like skin your muscle off your lats. Yeah. So that's the feeling we're shooting for today. So yeah, we'll get in there, do a little bit of mobility, get my shoulders warmed up, get my back warmed up, and yeah, we'll hit it hard.
All right. See how this moves. It'll either move good or it won't. So we'll see. Probably do like 8 to 10. See how that feels. All right. Yeah, that's pretty solid. We'll do a couple more of those. So we're actually switching it up because I couldn't find the handles. So, same process though. We'll see how this moves. Yeah, we'll probably do a couple more of those. I might even go up in weight. All right. Switching it up again. This workout is just switched to me trying random ass machines. But I've actually got a really good back pump right now, so that's solid. So I think we're gonna do one arm like 8 to 10 reps, other arm 8 to 10 reps, and then both arms burn out. See how that feels. All right. I put my straps on wrong. There we go. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's way solid. I think we'll do like 2 or 3 more of those. And then we'll swap over to biceps for a little bit. See how that feels. I just inadvertently threw my phone across the whole gym. I like dropped it, tried to save it with my foot, and just kicked it, and it flew. Anyways, onto the beloved creature curl. Probably do like 8 to 10 of these. Yeah, salt. All right, we'll do a couple of these, and I think we'll do some curls, and we'll call it a day.
Okay, the cardio has been completed. I forgot to do the little fun little transition that I do with cardio. I forgot to film it because I was thinking about food. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was thinking about how much I was gonna grub later today on some chicken and rice. I usually have been doing like a scoop of protein and cream of rice before my lift, but today I switched it up a little bit and I did just like 3 chocolate rice cakes because it's still carbs. And I don't know if I like that better. I just feel like the cream of rice is a little bit too heavy, and I feel like through my workout it kind of just sits. So I swapped it up, did some lighter carbs, which I think I like. The only downside of that is I started to get hungry. Like, I was halfway through my cardio and I was like, dude, I'm so hungry right now. And that could be a couple of different things. I've been doing like 90-10 ground beef, but I swapped it, so I'm doing chicken now, because chicken just has a little bit lower of a fat content and a little bit higher protein. And I wouldn't say I'm cutting, so to speak, but I'm definitely like, I guess I'd say I'm leaning down a little bit. I'm not in a full, like, crazy cut. Like, my protein intake is still the same, but I would say my calories are obviously going to be less because I just swapped from ground beef to chicken. So I'm going to see a couple weeks in what that does, and see if I kind of lean out just a little bit, because through my bulk, which went well, but I dirty bulked, which isn't great, and I don't think I'll do again, but I was curious on like, oh, how much weight will I put on if I just eat everything in sight? So that's kind of what I did, and it worked great. But I do have a little bit of that, like, because through dirty bulking, a lot of what you eat is just like random shit. So I have a little bit of that small excess fat that you put on just throughout your dirty bulk. So I'm just trying to lean that off. So yeah, that's kind of why I swapped over to chicken. But I have been noticing I am feeling pretty hungry. And I think that'll kind of fix itself out. It's not to the point that I'm like starving. It's just kind of like, oh, I could eat some more food, which is new versus the kind of like, oh, I still have to eat more and I'm full. But yeah, definitely not complaining about it. Just a little bit of a different feeling. So I think the plan once we get home is I think I'll do the cream of rice and protein once I get home, because that'll be like a good protein source, and that'll get some food in my system and a little bit of carbs to get me some energy. And yeah, I think that'll be the route that I kind of go for at least a few more weeks and kind of see the results through that. But yeah, pretty good workout. Definitely not complaining. Switched it up a little bit, used some different machines than I wanted to, but honestly, I think it worked out for the better. We still got a pretty sweet back pump, pretty sweet bicep pump. So yeah, I mean, we're still making progress. So at the end of the day, that's all that matters. But tomorrow is legs, so we will hit some legs tomorrow, and I will see you guys then. Peace.